In the last video, we talked about the structure of breathing and why most people are forced to deal with physical and emotional problems because of shallow breathing. And in this video, I want to cover more techniques and exercises to show you how to retrain your muscle memory and breathe properly to avoid things like anxiety, depression, and other physical health issues. Now, Stanford University did a study with combat veterans that had PTSD, and they did yoga and breathing exercises with them. And the researchers said that the breathing exercises had the most dramatic effect as their symptoms went away and didn't return even a year later. And this is huge considering we lose 20 veterans a day to suicide. Now, the Defense Department is advocating breathing exercises and yoga as well for veterans. Now, teen suicide rate is also skyrocketing, so this is very important for them to know to help ground them when dealing with the typical stress of their everyday life. Now, anxiety is characterized by shorter, shallower breaths in your upper chest region as opposed to your belly or stomach area. Now, in order to change anxiety or panic attacks, a reset of your fight or flight process is required. Now, one of the problems of why so many people are shallow breathers is because when you become scared, you take a sharp, deep inhale like this, and what happens is your muscle memory and your brain tells you that you're now in your fear zone, and your subconscious remembers this and tries to avoid going back to this area. So as this happens more and more times, your breathing intake becomes shallower and shallower. So in order to break through this, you need to consciously breathe through this area and reset your muscle memory. And that's where these techniques and exercises come in to be very valuable. Now, another problem with shallow breathing is that in our modern world, we're always under some level of stress, causing us to take even shorter breaths. And this is another reason to breathe consciously as much as possible. Now, as mentioned, if you want to know how to breathe properly, just look at an infant or a child under 3, and you'll see that they have a full belly out when they breathe, which points to another problem causing shallow breathing, is that in our society, we're taught to keep our stomach region tight to look lean and powerful, causing us to be shallow chest breathers. Now, regarding the next technique, in order to regulate your anxiety, it's important, as we spoke about, to breathe in through your nose and down deep into your belly, but it's also important to breathe out for longer than it took you to breathe in. So what we're going to do, and you can try this with me, is breathe in through your nose into your belly for 4 seconds. And now from here, we're going to shoot for breathing out for double the amount of time that it took us to breathe in. So let's call that 7 to 9 seconds. Also out through your nose. Now, this gives you all the benefits of detox, not only of toxins in your body, but detoxing the negative emotions and negative energy that you have. Now, this is almost impossible to do when you have anxiety because your subconscious takes over, which is why it's best to do this as much as possible consciously so that you remember when you're in those difficult situations. Now, to take this a step further, we're going to do what's called the 4-7-8 technique. Now, you can do this with me, and to start, what we're going to do is exhale completely through our mouth, making a whoosh sound like this. And then you're going to take a deep inhale into your belly from your nose for 4 seconds. And you're going to hold that at the top for 7 seconds. And then you're going to exhale completely through a small hole in your mouth for 8 seconds, making another swish sound like this. And it's good to feel yourself detoxing the negative energy or negative emotions. Now, this is 1 breath or cycle, and you could do this 3 more times for a total of 4 breaths. Now, deep breathing can even increase the life of every healthy cell in your body, allowing for longevity in your body, and can help to balance your hormones, allowing for you to look younger. So this is a powerful anti-aging tool and improves your immunity as well, along with so many other benefits. But you'll notice the most immediate effects on stress, anxiety, depression, as well as your digestion. Now remember, this is diaphragmatic breathing exercises. So as an exercise for your diaphragm, it can be very helpful with a straight spine to breathe through your nose, pushing your belly out as much as possible for 4 seconds, taking a big deep breath and holding that for 6 to 10 seconds. And then once you're there, pushing your belly all the way back against your spine as much as possible, pushing all that air out. Now this is one cycle of a breathing exercise. And if you do this for 10 cycles a day, you'll have huge benefits on your diaphragm and your muscle memory to get out of any type of stress, anxiety, panic attacks, or depression. Now this is also very helpful that you can do this after you eat for your digestion. You can do this before you sleep as well. And my favorite time to do this is when I wake up so that I have more energy and mental clarity before or after my meditations. Now when doing this inhale and exhale training, it's important to remember two things. As you know, breathing deep into your nose, down into your belly, but breathing wide, not tall. So we're not going like this when we breathe, although our back and our spine is straight, we're breathing out and wide into our belly. And the second thing is to have purpose and intention when you're exhaling. So you're going to be pushing all of the air out of your nose or out of your mouth when you're doing this to completely detoxify yourself. Now, Tai Chi or Qigong is based on breath, movement, and intention. Meditation is based on breath and awareness, and depending on the objectives, your thoughts or lack of them. All of my Qigong and meditation videos at theartofunity.com are based on specific intentions such as digestion, removing negative emotions, or manifesting, overcoming addictions, and more. Now in the next video in the series, I'm going to have more techniques for different objectives. And you could also see my video on a breathing technique that's become very popular called the Wim Hof method versus shamanic breathing, as they both have been shown to actually give people superpowers. And another video that can be very helpful for this is how to clean your indoor air of toxins from everyday household products. So I hope you try these techniques, and I have tons of free information at theartofunity.com regarding anxiety, depression, and stress if you're dealing with that, including a specific diet for anxiety, as well as herbs, supplements, and essential oils. So if you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share. And if you hit the subscribe button and notification bell, it'll let you know when I make more videos like this related to mind, body, and spirit. So I hope this has been helpful for you, and good luck.